What is up, everyone? How y'all doing today? My name is Rex, and this is your Daily Chat Season 5, Episode 13 for February the 17th, 2020. How's everybody doing today? What is going on? How's everyone's day been so far? It's always the S, man. The S always throws me off. But yeah, what's up, guys? So, once again, just, normal day. Just hacking away at particular things. Yeah, what's up, Till? How you doing, man? So yeah, today just hacking away at normal things. Today I worked on the Game Maker tutorial today. So, well, there was some cleanup I had to do. I still have to do the voiceover, but what's actually preventing that video from being finished, which is really sad, is my heating system in my house. Because it's so cold here in Canada, it's like -14 right now. The heater is obviously almost always going, because even at the threshold that I've set it at, it's not hard to drop it below that, so it has to keep kicking on to keep the house warmed up. So because of that, I can't seem to get a good recording session. And I like to, when I do voiceover recording, I like to do all of it in one sitting, in one fluid take. I like to do all my voiceover, and then once I've done that all, then I go back and fix the parts that need fixing. I like to have one consistent tone. It's so hard when all of a sudden you go from saying, like, okay, so now you want to do this and this and this, to ooh. It's like, oh god damn it. In fact, I don't even know if you guys can hear, but right now it's going, and it's just so irritating. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's one of those like necessary evils that you have to have in your house. But when you're a content creator and you're trying to make video-based content with good quality audio and everything, significantly harder. It doesn't make your life any easier. You've been playing COD a lot lately, man. Does anyone still play COD? Is that still a game that people care about? I don't know, man. Like, whenever I watch, like, I know Twitch numbers are not indicative of a game's success level, and a lot of Twitch streamers, including myself, tend to use that metric as our test to see if a game's gonna live or not. But I feel like Modern Warfare has just been dropping off. The new one's pretty good. Okay, well, there we go. That answers that. Apparently, I'm an idiot. I just, when it comes to Activision, I just refuse to pay the price for any of their games, because they're never worth the price of entry. In fact, let's take a look here really fast. Where is Modern Warfare sitting right now? Season 2. 22,000 viewers. That's not bad, actually. 22. Yeah, and the fact that's not dominated by one guy. Yeah, that's not terrible. That's pretty good. Like, what is that? That's 3,000. That's 5,500. 7,600. Yeah, that's not bad. It drops off pretty fast after the first 5 people. In fact, it drops off like steeply after the first 5 people. But yeah, no, it's pretty okay. I guess it is pretty good. Huh? What do I know? I still see people talking about Apex Legends, so I'm clearly out of the loop. I'm clearly now a Fortnite boomer. Because people still talk about Apex Legends. I thought that was dead in the water forever and a day ago. Oh, speaking of being a Fortnite boomer, for those of you that play, 3 days, baby. In 3 days, Fortnite Season 2, Chapter 2. Yo, let's get it. So excited. Apparently, there's been like rumors and speculation that we might be getting a new building material, so we might be getting some gold. Which, hey, okay, I'm already bad at building. I can be bad with one more material. Absolutely, let's get it. And then what else is there? I'm hoping. Oh my god, the one thing I'm hoping they return back is tilted towers. I need my tilted back. I need my clock tower back. Let's see. Apex is at 37,000 viewers. Yeah, they're doing pretty good. Yeah, right here, man. 38,100 viewers. Season 4. I swear, it's like these game companies don't know how seasons are actually supposed to work. How are you in season 4 when you only came out last year? That is not how a season is supposed to be, like a year-long thing. How are you in season 4? Well, then again, though, Fortnite's in like season 12 already, and they're only after 2 years. So, you know, hey, once again, clearly, what do I know? I'm only somebody who adheres to like how things are supposed to go. Escape from Tarkov. I'm surprised this game is still alive. I really genuinely thought this game would have died off within the first month. Although, are we at the first month yet? Huh. Hang on, I might still be able to win this thing. I might still be able to win this match. I don't think we may have crossed the first full month yet. We might be coming up to it like here in March. But yeah, it'll die off soon enough. Escape from Tarkov, I don't think it has the legs to survive. But then again, a lot of companies are not aiming for the North American market anymore. They're aiming for the Chinese market. So they might be wanting it to survive in China. And if that's their goal, then they might actually succeed. Because from other game developers that I've talked to, from other industry pros that I know, when I talk to them now, they all tell me that it is absolutely all about the Chinese market now. No one is interested in the North American market as much as they are in the Chinese market. Never understood why LOL is so popular. You know, I think League of Legends is so popular still because it's got that dedicated fan base. You know, it was one of those like very first official esports. It was one of those games that came in at the right place at the right time and just absolutely like planted itself in the gaming sphere as something that's always got a very consistent quality to it. It's got a very consistent method of play and method of understanding once you actually understand it. So it's easy for people to watch. I'll be honest, I watch LCK at least once or twice a week at night because I think they stream off in Asia. So I watch it pretty consistently when I'm going to bed because it's something that's nice and easy. You don't have to like work too hard. You're just standing there watching the pretty colors fly across the screen. It's a very low effort. It's low effort viewing. But yeah, when I talk to the game devs, they tell me, yeah, it's all about Asia now. All game developers care about is China. That's all they want. They just want the China market. China market is 1 billion people. Even if you had every man, woman, and child in all of Canada, in all of the US playing, that is only something in the neighborhood of 400 million people. So that means you still have 2.2 times that many people available in the China pool of potential customers. So yeah, case in point, Blizzard. Blizzard is all about appealing to the Chinese market. And once again, when I can see the metrics, I can see the numbers, and I can't fault them for it. As you guys know, I'm capitalistic at heart, for better or for worse, to my own benefit. I'm capitalistic at heart. And when you showed me the numbers of, hey, we could throw away all of North America entirely and still have 600 and something odd million people available in the pool of potential customers, I'm going to tell you to throw away America. I'm going to tell you just to chuck it in the garbage. It's fine. Because you're never going to get 100% saturation point, so that's fine. You're never going to get all the money, so that's okay. And China is such an emerging market now of money and prosperity that, hey, you do what you have to, man. You're beholden to if you're a publicly traded company, you got shareholders to appease. You got dividends to pay out. You ain't got time to worry about what North America's saying. I'm not happy with having to say that. Don't get me wrong, it gives me no pleasure to say that. But as a business decision, this is the conversation that happens in the back boardroom. This is the conversation, and this is what they're gonna tell you. Throw the market away and go after the one that matters. You know, just it is what it is. And there's a statement that I hate to say. Ooh, that is the worst. If you ever find yourself saying the statement "it is what it is" without an actual valid reason to say it, but more of just like you wanting to be lazy, just don't say it. That's just ooh, that's just a life lesson right there. So let's get into articles for today. And I'm sure all of you are here because of the title in the episode. Windows is going open source. Not entirely. Let me elaborate. A few weeks ago, I covered this story where the free, what is it called? The Free Software Foundation, the FSF, petitioned Microsoft to make Windows 7 open source. With Windows 10 now being the OS of pushing, with Windows 7 being deprecated and no longer being supported officially outside of a few patches for the next like 3 years, the Free Software Foundation has said, please make it open source. We want it. We demand it. And here's a petition of 13,000 signatures. And I said back then that this was never going to happen. This was never going to happen. Windows 10 leverages too much of the same source code from Windows 7 that there's just no way they're ever going to do that, because that would be a very stupid business move on Microsoft's part. I said it was a liberal joke. I said it was a hippie pipe dream. And guess what? A few weeks later, I still stand by that. Absolutely, I still stand by that, because the open source group has sent Microsoft a hard drive, a blank hard drive, to copy the source code from Windows 7. And they say it's as easy as copying the source code, giving a license notice, and mailing it back to us. They're not going to open source Windows 7. Like, you stupid potato. They're not going to open source Windows 7. Why would they do that? It doesn't matter that tons of people still like Windows 7. I still like Windows 7. It's still my software. It's still my OS of choice. I love Windows 7. I've moved on to Windows 10. I still have a place in my heart for my first girlfriend, my first car, and Windows 7. Okay? That is what I am about. And they're not going to give it to you. I just cannot believe this is still something they think is gonna happen. Microsoft is not in the business of making you happy. Believe it or not, that's not what they're for. And just here, I'm just gonna read you this first paragraph. Just when Microsoft ended the support for Windows 7, the Free Software Foundation filed a petition demanding Windows 7 be made open source. Listen to me, you stupid hippie liberals. Just because a company makes something that you like and decides to not keep making it does not mean you get to demand that they give it to you. I don't know what fantasy Hillary Clinton, Elizabeth Warren world you think you're living in, but the answer is an emphatic
no. No. No.
You don't get to demand free things from a company who made the thing that you like. That's like Tesla saying, we're not gonna make Teslas anymore. Well, we demand you release the blueprints for the Tesla. No. Piss off. No. The answer is a flat no. And I don't care how many petitions they get, how many signatures you realize how little 13,000 signatures is to a company like Microsoft? To almost any company? To some streamers on here, 13,000 is a throwaway number. It's not that many people. It's barely enough to classify as a legitimate petition. Don't worry about me. I waited 15 years for a new Super and got a rebadged BMW. So I'm being used to being very disappointed. That's right, you are. Where is my chat? Why is chat not showing? Hang on. Type something, Till. But yeah, 13,000 is not a big number. They don't care about you and your 13,000 signatures. The fact that you mailed them a hard drive just shows me that you wasted $100. There it is. Thank you, buddy. It just shows me that you waste $100 in the fact that you live in a fantasy world. It's never going to happen. I suggest you make your peace with it. Move on to building your own version of Windows. That is the best advice I can give to anyone. And yeah, building an OS is incredibly hard and very complex. And guess what? If you really want Windows that badly, go make Linux into Windows. Make your own Windows OS and just call it Doors. I don't know, but that's your best bet because they're never going to give you Windows 7 until they have rebuilt the architecture so much that the code for Windows 7 is no longer viable for anything modern. So there is that. The fight for Windows 7 open sourceness is still going on, but it's a futile battle of stupid people and hoping liberals that just will never come to pass. Another very cool thing that happened today, though, NVIDIA launched the GeForce RTX 2080 Ti Cyberpunk 2077 edition of the GPU. This thing looks hotter than a laser, man. I love the look of this thing. Now, in the chat, can you spot the incredible marketing error that occurred with this card? I'll give you guys 5 seconds to point out what massive marketing error occurred with this card. What missed opportunity did they have? Because it's staring at you right in the face. And I cannot believe they let this one slip through their fingers. Anyone at all? Any takers? And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, Till, it is not way too late. That might be a problem. That is not the problem. This is a RTX 2080 Ti Cyberpunk Edition. Why would you not just call it the RTX 2077 Ti? Just call it the new name. Say it is a 2080. That's cool. But just call it the RTX 2077. Just, oh my God. It's like right there. They rebadge stuff all the time. Why not just rebadge this? It's such a missed marketing opportunity. And they clearly made new back plates for the card. So it's not like they didn't do new manufacturing. They made new back plates. They could have very easily made a new front plate and called it the Cyberpunk RTX 2077 Ti. It was right there. I feel like the marketing intern or the marketing head, whoever signed off on this, I feel like that person should be reprimanded just a little bit for missing that opportunity. But overall, it's exactly, speaking of backplates, the V1 techs are quite good. There you go, buddy. But yeah, they made this new card. Obviously, the price over here values at $1,100 though. It's the price of an RTX. It is the price of an RTX. It's not more than what you think. They're giving away 77 of them on Twitter, but by the time you're watching this, that contest is probably over already. So there you go. That was the new thing that came out. It's neat. They even say here it's not going to be the 2077, but I feel like it's just a missed opportunity of them not going with that naming scheme. They really, really should have. In our final story, final 2 stories, these 2 are kind of related to each other. So Samsung's new flip phone has had some surprising issues on release, to the surprise of no one. Now, mind you, the Z Flip is part of this new. The Z Flip is part of this new technology that we're releasing to the public now. Okay, so the Z Flip, the Fold, the new Moto Razr 2020, all these things are in new tech waters, and as such, we're bound to have some problems. Well, Samsung's new Z Fold, the ultra thin glass, is not much better than plastic. So if you haven't been a huge follower of YouTuber JR Rig Everything, he has like a battery of tests that he puts new tech through to test its quality, to make sure that manufacturers aren't lying to you about what they're giving you. And he found that, well, apparently they are lying to you, because even though they say the front panel is glass, it's really not. It scratches so easily. It's so shoddily built. And one user even reported that what happened? Oh, hey, thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. That one user even reported that on his very first fold of the phone, mind you, the phone is supposed to fold, the glass cracked. Okay? On the very first fold, the glass cracked. This is the price of early adoption. This is the price of wanting to be the first person to own something in your friend group. And unfortunately, I really am sad, because these phones are very, very expensive. These phones are somewhere in the neighborhood of $1,000 to $2,000. So for you to be throwing that kind of money and then it breaks on you, that's gotta hurt just a tiny bit. You gotta admit, it has to hurt just a bit. So there is that. He also found that if you write on the screen with the stylus, it leaves a mark of the pen. And I have full faith in this technology. I am confident by 2025, this will be the de facto technology when we go to get a phone. But this is also the growing pains of being the first to the market, of having it. Now, in that same vein, though, we have a lot of companies competing for this technology in this market space. And TCL, the Chinese manufacturer, you probably know them for making really cheap TVs at like Walmart and Amazon. They're coming out with their own phone, but this one doesn't fold. This one slides. It slides out and creates one cohesive screen. We're not sure how the technology works yet for it, of the slide out and clip together, but I am absolutely excited to see this and get a hold of it, because now this looks like something I could really get behind. I'm not a huge fan of the folds. I don't want folds. I think the slide is a much more elegant and practical solution, and much easier to repair. When something folds, you have a hinge, you have rust, it's a whole thing. When you have a slide, you typically have two bars or two rods that slide out and clip together. It makes it much easier to work on, and I'm very excited. TCL hasn't released a whole lot about the specs of this yet, but we are going to be keeping an eye on it on this channel, and we are going to be reporting on it when new news comes out. Well, guys, there you have it. That's your daily chat for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're watching this on Twitch or on Mixer Live, be sure to hit that follow button. If you're watching this on YouTube, youtube.com/LittleRex2015, hey, why don't you go on and hit that subscribe button? We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers on this channel. And guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I've been Arif. This has been your daily chat, and I'll see all of you on the next episode. Have a good night. Bye.